Hey, what's up guys, I'm Julian from smartphonefilmmakingpro.com, and today we will compare two of the most popular smartphone gimbals that you can buy at the moment. We will compare the DJI OM4 to the Zhiyun Smooth 4. And if you want to find out which is the better fit for you, well, just stay tuned for this video. And I have divided this comparison into 7 different categories, and the winner of each category will get a point. So first off, let's start with the price and what's inside the box. The DJI OM4 is the newer gimbal and comes in at around about $150. And for that, you get the gimbal itself, a USB to USB Type-C cable, a little table tripod, and a little pouch for carrying the gimbal. The Smooth 4, on the other hand, comes in at just about $100, and for that you get a very nice carrying cage, the same cable, and also a little table tripod. So the first point goes to the Zhiyun Smooth 4. And the next category is the balancing process, and to be honest, the winner in this category is absolutely clear. In my opinion, the biggest advantage and probably the main selling point of the OM4 is the quick and easy balancing part. With the OM4 you basically just have to mount this clamp onto your smartphone, ideally you center it, but DJI even says that that's not necessary. On this little clamp you have a little white dot, and the exact same dot is also on the gimbal. Just line those two up and the magnets will do its thing. And after that it might look unbalanced, but the motors are strong enough, so just turn it on and you are done. You are ready to go. The Smooth 4, on the other hand, is a way more traditional gimbal, and it reminds me a lot more of how you would balance a gimbal for your normal camera. And at the beginning, if you are just starting out, this can be a little tricky and it can be a little difficult, so you definitely need to practice this. And after I have done this a few times, I managed to get it balanced just in a few minutes. But overall, the balancing part on the OM4 is just way quicker and way easier. So the second point goes to the OM4. The third category is smoothness. So in my opinion, the two most important things that make your shot smooth is the proper balance and the ninja walk. And with the ninja walk, I mean that you should bend your knees when you are walking. When you do this, you avoid the up and down movement. And in my opinion, having this up and down movement in your final shot just makes them look super amateur. And as I've said before, the second most important thing is the proper balance. And yeah, with the OM4, this basically doesn't matter because, well, the gimbal just does everything for you. With the Smooth 4, I actually noticed that the proper balance does make a huge difference. So just get the balance right. And I think both gimbals will get you perfect results. But from my testing, I just found that the OM4 was a little smoother overall. So the next category is the low mode. And the low mode is basically a mode where you flip the entire gimbal upside down, and then you have the ability to get some super interesting low angle shots. And to activate the low angle mode on the OM4, you basically just take the gimbal and you turn it upside down. And well, now you are in low mode. And with the Smooth 4, well, you just take it, you turn it upside down, and now you're also in low mode. When I was using both gimbals in low mode, I just felt a little more comfortable using the Smooth 4, because the Smooth 4, as you can see, it's just a way bigger gimbal. And since I am a pretty tall guy, I just did not have to bend down that much. So a slight advantage to the Smooth 4. So the fifth category is portability. And the OM4 is definitely the smaller and more compact gimbal. There is no question about it. When you order the OM4, you get this little soft pouch that you can use for transporting your gimbal. The Smooth 4, on the other hand, is a way bigger gimbal and it cannot be folded down. However, you do get a carrying case, which actually looks very nice. But I just prefer the OM4 because it's smaller and lighter and the gimbal can be folded down. So the next category is battery life. DJI claims that the OM4 has a battery life of about 15 hours and that it takes about 2.5 hours for a full charge. The Smooth 4, on the other hand, lasts about 12 hours and also takes about 2 to 3 hours for a full charge. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter whether the gimbal lasts 12 or 15 hours because you are probably not going to shoot that long in one day anyway. But based on the specs, this point goes to the OM4. And the last category that I have is a very important one in my opinion, and I couldn't get a proper name for it. but basically it's the ease of use and the visibility of the gimbal in the final shot. For smooth cinematic push-in shots, I love to use the ultra wide angle lens on my smartphone, and this lens truly is ultra wide, and the image out of it looks amazing. But the problem is that the gimbal can be visible in the final shot if you do not take care. And in my tests I found it way harder to get the Smooth 4 out of the frame than it was with the DJI gimbal. If you hold the Smooth 4 normal, like you would with the OM4, you always have the gimbal in the shot, and that is absolutely atrocious. It is basically not usable. And to get rid of this, you just basically have to flip the gimbal like this. So you have to use it like this. But to be honest, this is not the most comfortable way of holding a gimbal. So in my opinion, this point clearly goes to the OM4 because you can just use it like however you like, and the gimbal is not visible in the final shot. So there you have it. In my tests, the DJI OM4 won 5-2 over the Smooth 4. But as I've said at the beginning, both gimbals are extremely good and will make your shots way smoother. We definitely could have 10 more categories, like the apps that come with the gimbal and all the functions that you get with each app. But I personally never use those apps, and there might be a cool feature here and there, but I do not use them. But there you have it. This is my comparison between the DJI OM4 to the Zhiyun Smooth 4. And if you want to learn more about smartphone filmmaking, you should definitely check out Smartphone Filmmaking Pro. This is the ultimate online course about smartphone filmmaking. In the course we currently have over 40 plus tutorials, and we teach you everything that you need to know to make your shots stand out from the crowd. So no matter if you want to shoot interviews, holiday videos, sports, or just social media stuff or epic B-roll sequences, we got you covered. So just click the link in the description to sign up for my free 45-minute webinar where I reveal my top 5 secrets to achieving cinematic videos with a smartphone. And if you guys have any further questions, please let me know.